go to the second aspect for our meeting. So for the second, since the other presenters that we expect they will join, maybe we have a day 5. So please, which will be the award and the panelists present session. So we still have other guest speakers. We have also Raspberry Pi, a delegate who will be there. We have a delegate from PAF who also probably will join. We have also so please, for those who had joined this session, our invitee, please, you can also book in for the 25th session. So that will be more interactive. So you are most welcome. So to launch the second session, so we have now planned for having 5, let's say 4 days of active work, starting for tonight. Tonight's already late for somebody some of you Ghana's who are going to sleep, and others who are still in the morning. So what are we coming out with? What do we expect to achieve? First of all, we have set different groups. And within those groups, we have the group of developers, as my colleague talked about. Newbies, we have we excuse us with the word we use newbies. It's a used technical word that is coming throughout to the community. So we are talking about, even if you are expert but you want to discover OpenMRS, sometime we may hear about that word. So quickly, I will let every team lead let's say facilitator. We're not talking about team lead, but facilitator of the track, to give an overview of what is expected to this group. So I will start with developers, if some of our developer facilitator is in, just please come in and just give an overview of what is going to happen there. During that the time that our colleague is joining, so make sure you have got your OpenMRS ID before access the resources of OpenMRS. We've sent the details, we sent documentation. I'll also put it on the chat to how to have it. And make sure you joined your a Slack channel that will guide you through what is a group discussion, because we can't hold everything online. You may, during Slack channel, be discussing and chatting with each other to support each other. So, is anyone from our team that will come through? Feel free to jump in. Maybe I start with Juliet and give us an overview of the new volunteers, what is expected during of this 5 days.
Am I audible? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Juliet. Thank you. Welcome.
Or maybe I just try to share my screen so that maybe we can be able to have a catch or a feel of what is going to happen to our newbies. I'm also a newbie. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Juliet.
Yeah, in our session, what we are going to have, let me just try to put it to be more. So in our session, what we are going to try to understand is, like today, we are going to understand the development, that is understanding the tools for development. And that is one, we are going to look at the code editors. We are also going to look at the version control, that is mainly the Git and GitHub. We are also going to look or walk through the IDEs that we always use in the community. We have, this one is going to be optional, using installing the Node.js and SDK. Then before retiring the day, we are going to do a short assignment, just 5 minutes to help us understand what we have covered today. Second day, we are going to look at programming skills. That is where we are now going to try to soil our hands by now working with Git and GitHub. Try to understand the front-end tools that are used in OpenMRS and the back-end. Then ability to read and write documentation, because you realize that we are using different documentation or tools in OpenMRS, which are open source. So how can you use those tools to be able to meet the standard of OpenMRS? Then we shall do assessment as always. Day 3, we are going to work with GitHub. On this one, we are going to learn how to fork a repository, open issues, creating a branch, and making pull requests. Then how to use GitHub effectively. And then just in case you have got a merge conflict, what is next? Then we shall do the assessment. Day 4, we shall work on a user-friendly ticket. As you have heard, our product manager and our community manager have prepared for us some tickets. So we shall be able to use the issue tracker and also make changes on the open source now code. We will be able to push, and we wait for our reviewers to help us understand what next. So on that pull request, we shall also learn how to respond or give feedback based on what is being asked on us. And since we have done the first, or we have pushed the first pull request, then you will do the first assessment. And after the assessment, you will be given a first or a Dev 1 quiz badge after doing the quiz. Then finally, on the last day, we don't have much, but be able to understand the developer stages in the community, how to tackle more challenging issues. You have heard Grace talking about the squads. How can you incorporate yourself? How can you be a meaningful contributor? Yeah, that is what we have in our first, or the newbies. Thank you.
Yes, thanks a lot, Juliet, for the presentation. As you understand, you have realized that it's a journey, and we want to make sure that all the new volunteers that joined OpenMRS, or through the community, or through EMR4All, you have the objective to mentor, to be sure you master the use, how to develop, how to code, understand the code structure, the code of conduct, as also was said previously by Grace. So yeah, please make sure you join the Slack channel. All of discussion will happen there. So I'll put it on the chat for how to go to join the Slack channel. So in the meantime, may I invite Tendo to give an overview about the implementer track.
Thank you very much, Benjamin. Hi, everyone. So again, for the implementer track, we are going to try and introduce this solution called the Raspberry Pi, and what kind of problem it is solving. You notice our director of product, one of the key things she highlighted about OpenMRS is it is a solution that is aimed at low resource settings. But most of the time, you will notice that, hey, we talk of low resource settings, but we always have, PCs and, basically desktops, and they can't operate properly in some settings, if not in most of the settings. So the Raspberry Pi is a very low resource device, and so we shall be looking at what it is. Then we shall try to show how to customize OpenMRS. Before I even go there, how maybe what OpenMRS is for implementers, how to customize it to their requirements. You want to have a different branding of your own, some of those things. Then we will look at how to actually get the Raspberry Pi get OpenMRS actually run on the Raspberry Pi, because much as it is the same EMR, but it works differently on devices, high-end devices and low resource devices. What can we do to have it run on those devices that actually fit in a pocket? Then we will also look at what happens when you have already collected your data in the field, but then your team needs it on the cloud to be accessed by decision makers for things like reporting and other things. Do you carry your device to the office? No. You will need to sync it with the cloud, and so people have to fetch that data and use it differently. Then we will look at also because of the latest developments in technology. There is I don't want to use the word great hype about AI. We will also have time to look at what is going on. How are we trying to solve the problem of extracting data, not so much with complicated queries, but with simple natural language. Then later on, we shall also share some of our next developments concerning reporting, because there is recently our director of product still mentioned to us there's a great need for many people to do reporting, but in a more simplified manner. You don't have to move here and there to gather data, collect insights, and then report. How can we harness AI? And I'm sure if there's anyone interested to join that discussion, they'll join. And how can we harness, and how can we come up with the best tools that's probably shareable around OpenMRS to do reporting using AI, and not just running on high-end servers on the cloud, but also on the Raspberry Pi, because we've already demonstrated that it can actually, we've been experimenting, and we have some not so very mature prototypes running on these devices. So that's an overview of what we have for this week. Thank you very much. Over.
Yes, Tendo, thanks a lot for giving that head up for the implementation track. So if you still have questions, please don't hesitate to put a question in the chat, so we'll keep up, we'll catch them. So may I invite Jeremiah to give us a head up on the advocacy track, and then we will get back to our colleague for the development track as well. That is a part of the scope. If Jeremiah can get in, if you have a way to access the presentation, just feel free to join in. Jeremiah, can you sign in? You have access to join, or I can give a head up of it. So there might be some technical issues. So yeah, let me. Settings, audio. I think I have it now. Yeah, Hank, this just change this, updates my audio skills about it. Yes, sure. Yeah. So
the time that Jeremiah is signing, I'm going to give a head up of what we expect at the. Yes, sure. Thank you. As for the advocacy itself, the advocacy track itself, as we look at it, it's different components that we want to achieve throughout this track. One of which is, since we are running a volunteer program, we want to make sure that there have been developers throughout years. And as you are joining as well as a new developer for OpenMRS, we want to come up with a strategy how we can keep the engagement of volunteers throughout being supportive to the community and to the implementation of the solution, offline capable solution. We are not seeing EMR4All as a product at this regard, but as a program that is driving implementers to be able to deploy to look at the solution being used to MOX, to projects. A lot of projects that are happening. As you may have heard what some have come out, they have experienced a lot of connection, a lot of networking throughout. We want to come out with strategies that will drive this offline program, capable program, to be able to be utilized to Ministry of Health, to also donors. How do we come out and advocacy process? This is the second core, the second objective for the advocacy program. So first of all, is to maintain the volunteers within the community, looking at what will be insights or things that they need to continue working. This is one of it. So is there training? Is there things that could work out? And most of it is now for looking at the offline capable solution. How do we drive it throughout the community? This is part, a big part is the part of looking for fundraising. How do we get fund for this? How do we advocate? How do we network? And we expect for this team to come out with proposal, strategic planning. And this will be one of the core of that volunteer program. So maybe I call our colleague Joshua or Moses to give us a head up related to what we expect for OpenMRS tickets. For those who are already now experienced, so yeah, we need to this during these 5 days at least to become able to work on some tickets. So I let one of our colleagues to jump in and give us a head up about what is going to happen. Oh, sorry, you don't have to speak. No, sorry. Yes, approve. What is to the approve? Yeah. I think you have no right to speak. Thanks. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you all for the lovely presentations. What you should expect from us is how do you get a ticket? How do you identify that I can work on this, and how do you work on a particular ticket? How do you access the Jira dashboards that have the tickets? How do you claim a ticket? How do you know that you have the potential to work on a certain ticket? How do you analyze that when you see a ticket on Jira? How do you analyze that this is a low? It doesn't need like an intermediate level of skill, or it doesn't need a lot of technicality and all that. How do I claim that ticket and work on it? Am I able to work on it? And secondly, what we intend to talk about is how do you get help? You can claim a ticket and you can work on it, but here and there you find challenges here and there. How do you talk to the community to get help to be able to get a solution to that issue. So basically, that's what we are going to be talking about, and of course, how to get an OpenMRS ID to access the Jira boards and all those things. Yeah.
I will make it. Thanks a lot, Joshua. So, yeah, a ticket will be assigned. And thanks for those who had already signed into the Slack channel. So, yeah, so we have set up our group. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm following the question. Is there anything that I missed out in the call? Yeah, I'm not following. In anything that Moses would like to add on? Yeah, let's me also get to access. Sorry. Yeah, how's this issue of managing? Okay, yes, please.
Benjamin? Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think in addition to what Joshua mentioned, our main focus will be to work on some of the tickets that have been assigned from OpenMRS, as Grace will be sharing with us. So at the end of it all, the goal will be to have those who will be participating at least submit some PRs that have been assigned to them. And then in collaboration with those who are going to be doing the review, to go through them and walk them through them in the review process, helping them get the work done in the best way possible. I think in all this, there will be a couple of things that we'll be achieving. Apart from just getting this work or these tasks done with, the developers will also get experience working with OpenMRS repositories, doing code reviews as well. For those who might be still new to the OpenMRS code base and development environments, this will be also a chance to get to learn how to set up the entire development environment for you to begin working on. So yeah, I think there's a lot that we are going to be sharing and learning together. So looking forward to all those who are going to be participating. We have a lot to work on.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Moses, for this quick presentation. I think might be clear for everyone. So the way how we expect things to work, we have judges. So during the 5 days, so coming from tomorrow morning, so today was wrap up, was quick off for you guys. So tomorrow morning, so or after this call, you will see already in your chat, in your Slack channel, for those who have joined, different, you can ask a question for your track, ask a question what you want, and will be there are people to support. So I really invite our peer reviewers, those who are seniors, who signed it to the hackathon as peer reviewers, to be able or to be supportive to our contributors who are for different track level. So the goal is to ensure that as a group, we all achieve the objective, the goal for as a team to land to the expected outcome. So for the time being, I'm gonna quickly have a quick overview of what we expect, as we still have about 30 minutes for different tracks. The colleague have already said about the content, and I'm gonna just quick overview what you want to do and what you want to deliver for and the key responsibility for each of us. So I'm going to try to share my screen. Thanks for all that who are asking questions through. So we quickly have an overview of what is going to happen. Just please still on, and that's the most interesting part of the presentation. It's not the most, it's not the least. The best was the first hours. So we will thank for all our presenters and all our contributors, everyone who is making this possible. So we try the best, and also we have a strong team behind that is doing a great work, by the way. And we all reiterate our thankful and regard to them. So this link, I think I shared. So I'm gonna again post it to you for the session for those who have not yet seen it in the chat. I think I have possibility. It's a folder that have that contain most of the information for where to start. What do you have there? You have general info that we'll put it on your Slack relative Slack. So I'm going to look at what the agenda looks like for those who had already revisited. So today we are kicking off. Excuse me for the word. Yeah. But starting for tomorrow, we have a deep dive. So you go through your Slack, and you have your tracks, your working session. We have both implementers, dev newbies, ticket contributor, and advocacy. So everyone has to walk through different basis documentation and look forward that tomorrow we have this discussion. So if you have questions, you need to think with people there. You have peer reviewers that will be on the support for that perspective. So we go through day 2, day 3, the same, and day 4, we are about to land. So for the day 4, you come out with compiling all the final work readiness for deployment. So for presentation. So for those who work on implementers, on development, you have a demo dry run peer track. So should be able to have a result. For implementer, you have a sync module and mockup and things that need to work on. There are details of each of a track, what you need to come out. I'm gonna get there. And at final day, we have our plenary session where each group will present in front of the judges. We have judges coming from the different organizations. They are not all from OpenMRS. They are coming from digital health. We have PAF. We have other boards from technologists who will be there to assess and to. It's not like we are giving marks for like at school, but we are congratulating the effort that we come out from these different tracks, both implement advocacy, dev newbies. You want to make sure that you are mastering to have to deploy the ticket. You know where to ask questions. You know how to pick up a Jira ticket and how to walk it through. So quickly, and that final, we'll have a final ceremony. So many people are expecting what will come out of there. So we are working with our partners and those who are supporting this hackathon to see how we can make this award ceremony more convenient and more engagement. So the best is to have first results out of the camp, and this will also help making you be an active contributor to OpenMRS and to EMR4All. So knowing that what is come out of this, there are a lot of things that will come next to this. For example, when we have the project, we have for those who work on advocacy, we need to put that in practice. So we need to look for fundraising. We need to go to see more way to advocate. For those who work on implementers, so we'll have products that we need to deploy. There are different projects that are needed as product. So we'll need you to go through to the field and deploy it and make it be able to be utilized a solution. It can be the bright light if there is a need for deploying it somewhere. So we are mentored that you have people who are able to implement OpenMRS on that product and roll it up. So for newbies, we are expecting that, yes, you are there. So when it's a ticket, you are able to contribute with the new development that is required. You are on the force to contribute. There will be a program that we are working on for mentoring, and the advocacy team, as we mentioned, will come out with a program that will be able to strengthen the support for those who are volunteering. So a lot of things is coming. We have a strategic plan that is on the writing, which will also help us to shape the near future. So for ticket contributors, yeah, you have a good role to play. So we expect either the tickets that are pending there. There's some interesting ticket that we want to come up with. And as you are most used to the OpenMRS environment, so this time we are supporting and helping things to go forward. We're keeping in the role of community. So we want to make sure that we have this deliverable so that you are not also get bored during this session. So quickly to say that, I'm going to see what is happening. So if you have not yet joined the Slack channel, so you need to have your OpenMRS ID. You need to have this documentation you will find there, and then you can join which of the channels that you want to access. If you want to access to resources for OpenMRS, if you need questions, so OpenMRS is a big community. You have different routes that will help you also ask questions. So it's an active community, so you will get people, even they are not part of the EMR4All Hackathon, they'll be able to respond. So you need to have your ID, you need to join the talk channel, where it's a forum of discussion. It has been there for many years, so, and you see they are flexible. Maybe a question you find there, and the active people who are ready always to respond. And some of us will be there also to support. So you have the Slack, which is where you need to that group that we joined. And there are other tools that you will discover you will need for OpenMRS. For those who will work on the dev especially, and implementation will go through those details. So a lot of resources, and then I say also, Grace, that we are not only dev team. There is other aspect that are need. There are project aspect that are need. There are writers that are need. So it's a community that is growing, and also we look forward for everyone contributory to support this initiative going forward. So I'm speaking on the behalf of the entire community, since OpenMRS EMR4All is part of. So we are now looking at what is in the different tracks. So for the different track, so we start with newbie. What are you going to do? What are you going to deliver? The purpose is to introduce new developers to the OpenMRS ecosystem. So you have an onboarding process that be sure we have the expert peer reviewers who are joining, and even they are silent, but there will be our lead experts into going throughout this, wherever there's a need to support. Thanks a lot, peer reviewers who are listening to us, for your contribution and their willingness to support this initiative. So they will introduce you to OpenMRS infrastructure, understanding the modules, know how to code, how to run OpenMRS app, going through Jira tickets, Git basic, how to code, cloning, and all those stuff. Dev team, you are the most expert to understand those things. So they will also deal about community code of conduct for you to know what is to do and what is not to do within our community. Even at home, there are things that need to be done and what are not required to be done. So you'll go through that. And during that session, you will have peer learning. So people will be there to walk you through, to support review. We have group code walkthrough. You have time to work all together to debug issues. You also have individual tasks. Everyone is encouraged to submit a PR, as our colleague mentioned it, Moses. We need also to get you be able to say, yes, this developer is able to deliver this. So yeah, now we have a coordination channel that we say we have mentorship, we have daily things. So feel free to ask questions. If you have any issue, if you have troubleshoot, so people will be there to support. Now, once at the end, when you reach at the plenary session, the day 5. So for this, you need to have a successful setup OpenMRS local development, at least as a result. Because judges are there, they judge what they see, what they've been given. They have marks. So we make sure we all reach out there, we all succeed to deploy that. Participation of code is important, and Slack discussion is also have a good point. If there is documents for learning, feedback form will also be part of. So jumping to this document will be on the Slack if you need. Jumping to our ticket contributors. So yeah, you are the senior guys. You are the senior. I don't know if that's a word that you use. Excuse me. So collaborative effort is required for priority tickets that will be chosen for this hackathon. You are used to do it in a regular basis, but we want to make it this part of this event, at least to make sure that we have a collaborative effort and people can used to work together. But we want to make it that yes, we are not knowing with someone else. Maybe you used to work with a colleague that you use, but now you're finding we have another people that are not to join. So let us the goal is to emphasize this collaboration in between people so that we drive through project, we discuss issues, looking at this and how all the things going on. Can you test this? Can you see this is happening? Yeah. Can you move to Docker? Can you create? Yeah, these are kind of, we've been assessed this experience from EMR4All because those people who develop EMR4All, they are all volunteer for OpenMRS. So this is why we say, okay, we are all part of it. So the same structure, so we come up with for coming to support the existing ticket. The objective as well is to be able to continue supporting other tickets for OpenMRS, which are not necessity EMR4All. So that's why we want to make this also as a part of volunteer program. So what you look at, you need to submit of peers to assign to OpenMRS tickets. So you have also peer reviewers. They might be your colleagues. They might be maybe part of. So they will be there to support as you used to do it on regular basis. So we expect to have also this deliverable be evaluated by our part. We have off. So we want to open the mic for those who want to contribute, to have question, clarification, so that we make it as also an interactive session. Please feel free. If you need a question, jump, you are free.
It seems like the microphone for Benjamin is dropping out a lot. I think Beryl and I can help out here. So I think I last heard Benjamin just asking, did anyone have questions about this whole process that they'd like to ask here?
This is great. Come in. Sorry, I had a problem with my connection. Sorry.
No problem. We were losing you quite a bit. But we did hear you ask and invite everybody to share any questions that they have now. So please, if anyone has questions about what this week will look like or other questions, you're welcome to ask that now. You can either unmute or you can ask your question in the chat.
Christopher, come in. Oh, yes, Christopher, please. Christopher, you want to speak? Can unmute yourself? Yeah, I can't. Okay. Is there anyone who want to jump in? Just feel free. Yeah, please, Stefan. Yes, please. Stefan, are you able to speak? Oh, it looks like we have someone. Yes, please, Stefan.
All right, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please come in.
All right, so thank you very much for this opportunity. Though I was having some network challenges, I couldn't follow up completely, but I grabbed so many things. So I have a question to ask. I would want to ask, how flexible is the EMR architecture to localization? That's, for example, using our local language, our original drug list, and also our custom health forms. How flexible is it? I don't know if you get my question.
Yes, I can answer that one. The answer is extremely flexible. And I'll put in the chat a link to our translation guide. We are trying to improve it, but this will answer some of your questions here. Sorry, one moment. Effectively, I'll just open the guide here and I can share my screen. Translation is a very good question, and it's something we've been trying to strategically improve just recently. There are three main things to know about translating OpenMRS. The first is that most of the translation happens in a translation management system called Transifex. So any translation volunteer is given access and can go in, and you basically use this interface to translate. So for example, here the user has translated page number into Spanish, número de page. And you can, yeah, so when they save that, that will automatically add the translation into the community's files. The other is you can configure your distribution to tell OpenMRS what language options you want. So for example, it just so happens that right now I have the DRC's HIV distribution open. This is just a test environment, it's not real. But you can see here, they specifically wanted English and French to be options. However, if you look at our community environment with the global, worldwide developer environment, this is also just a fake patient, not real. You can see that we've added quite a few languages here. In fact, one impressive thing, not all of these languages are completely translated, but for languages like Hebrew or Arabic or others that are right to left, you'll see that when I change the language, it flips the screen, since languages like Arabic are right to left languages. They read in the opposite direction. So we support that as well. The third thing to know about translation is, and this is the hardest part, when you're encoding your forms, actually forms is something I should mention as well. Let me just go back to English. Be easier for all of most of us to read. Let's go back here to the form builder. In the past, in older versions of OpenMRS, the only way to build forms was with HTML or a few other things that are hard for most people to work with if they're not comfortable with HTML. So let me show you a really simple form in our form builder. This is what the form looks like. It's just text fields, but we have an interactive builder that allows someone like me, who's not an engineer, to edit them, reorder them, etc., without needing to know HTML or JSON. But you can see that we're building the JSON on the left as they use the builder. You asked about translation. To translate your form fields, we've just recently had a Google Summer of Code project with a new contributor who has created this user interface. So if I wanted to translate some of these into French here, then I would go ahead and translate them right here. So I can't remember off the top of my head what I would use here, but for example, let's say I wanted to translate this. Let's just do a quick. Okay, yep, that sounds right. Consultation subjectifs. In fact, I like this one. So then you can use whatever the translation is you like, save it. You can see that updated here. And when I save the form, it will update that in the JSON. So those are the main things to know. The hardest part is managing the concepts behind this. So for example, for this question that we just translated, let me go back to show you. There's a concept behind it called subjective findings. And that means you're going to need to make sure that some of your concepts have translations as well. And that work you would usually do in a product like Open Concept Lab, for example. But we explain all of this in the How to Translate OpenMRS guide that I shared in the comments. Over.
Yeah, thanks, Grace. Anyone else have a question? George William, let me give you George William. Are you able to open your mic, George? No, I can't see you. Let me see. Let me get through. George, who that's here? Okay. I can't see who was that because trying to navigate through. Yeah. If you have a question, I will see you. I just request to talk and I will open to you. Okay. So if you're put in a chat, that's fine. So by the time if I see someone come join in, I will we open a pool quicker just to yes, please. Janet, please come in.
Hi, Benjamin. Hi, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Janet, please.
All right, thanks. Thanks first of all for this beautiful presentation, and thanks to Grace and everyone with the presentation. Very insightful. I just wanted to ask you quickly in terms of joining the right track, as personally I'd be more interested into implementation team. I might have missed some guidance that you shared in order to join the right track. If possibly, you can probably just refresh me, because for the past week I've been on field, and I've just been dealing with quite a lot, so I probably had missed some emails, and if you don't mind, and they just refresh my memory. Thank you.
Yes, thanks a lot. If you haven't joined Slack, let me put the link again here. The link to in the group for the details how to access the resources. So it's a guide. General info. I just noted in the Slack. General info. Okay. So you will have all the documentation you need to guide you through how to access and I have the one for hackathon Slack. Just let me also post it here for those who also may need it. Yep, hackathon Slack channel. Okay. Yep. So you have it also there. So yeah, great. Should have it. So if there is another, we take another last question for the sake of time, and then we have our pool, which is we want to have access our day. If you have a question, the last one, just please jump in and feel free. Oh, I think you want to be this way during your group channel, because you want people to talk, want people to engage. Please. Yeah, I think we will see how to go. But yes, someone come in, jump in. A lady, can you come in? We always see men. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah, that's fine. That okay. Oh, someone candid. Yes, please come in. Oh, wow, wonderful. Just join in and you have a talk for a quick question, and then we go to the next one, please. Is this George? William Ochole? You seem to be muted. Yes, please. Now it should be working. Yeah, good. Come on.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's crossing, but it's fine.
Can you hear me?
I know it's noisy. Maybe you can try again.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, let's try.
I think. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, try it. Try out. We can hear you.
Yes. I was asking what are the prerequisites for the new business? Are there any must-have for the new people that are joining?
Come again. For newbies?
Are there any prerequisites? Yes, the prerequisites. Is there something that someone must have before joining?
No, come the way you are.
No, come the way you are. That's great. That's a good point. Thanks, Juliet. Yeah, come the way you are. But if you're willing is the most important. So, yeah, you'll go through it. And I like that response. Thank you, Juliet. We all started this community as we are, and yeah, everyone is most welcome.
No, okay,
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Now, yeah, thanks. So now we're gonna make our pool. We have a small pool just to assess how we went through the day. So yeah, I'm gonna to open it now so you can help us respond. You have different questions that need to vote. I think you can start voting now. So the question, what inspires you most of the kickoff session? You have different OpenMRS vision, need of line first, real world example for the field, hardware innovation like PI or Vecna, community collaboration. Yeah, we have a second question. Which track are you most interested? I don't know why this word excited come to, but I'll contribute over this week. Yeah, please respond. We have the different feedbacks that we expected. We have a do you already experience with OpenMRS? Yeah. Yep. Yep. We have 50% of respondents. We have oh, nobody's on implementers. Wow, interesting. Nobody's on advocacy. Yeah, that's good. Oh, so please, we need you to sign in. There are some of already who sign in the group. So we just bring this up here just to warm up. You can go, I think the pool enable to go to different, maybe I said it wrongly, but you can also go to, and also sign in the different, yeah, that's good. Anybody from advocacy, guys, we're leaving this alone. This group is to be empty. Oh, we don't want to remove that. We don't want to remove. We want to come to implement as well. Oh, everyone want to look to be dev. That's great. That's great. But what else the others? So let's see. Yeah, we have actually active contributors. That's quite good. So we have also we have also new people that I joined. That's wonderful. That's really interested to see this happening. And yeah. So to speak, I really thank you for all that have attended this session and have your result as well. So we look forward that we start tonight. We kick off, and on the behalf, will not close the session. I will do it, but since we have our community product director, I will invite her to enable us close the session and wishing the next day to come to be more flexible. Yes, please, Grace, if you're still around.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really,
as we are closing the event, we'd like to hear from you. Yeah, on the wish for the next day.
Sure, it's my pleasure. Well, we are so delighted that you all made it, and I really want to say a special thank you to Beryl, Benjamin, Tendo, Juliet, and the other many people who made today happen. Like we said earlier, we are OpenMRS, just like we showed earlier. All of us, no matter what organization, charity, government, NGO, business that we come from, or volunteering our time, we're all in this together. We can't do it unless we work together. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we're just so lucky to work with all of you. And also I missed Jeremiah in my shout out. So thank you, Jeremiah, as well. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Stay tuned. And before you go, I will share, as I know I promised to share the slide link. I shared that earlier. I'll share it again. And in particular, I'll share the links to these guys here, the talk, the Slack, the GitHub, the calendar, the issue tracker, so that you have all of those handy. I'll share that right now in the chat. Have a beautiful rest of your day or evening wherever you are, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. For the best. We meet on Slack. You get all the resources. Please. It's a day channel. Wish all the best. Don't hesitate to question. We are there to respond. We are there to support you guys throughout this. You'll see the people, you see your, and yeah, all the best. Wow, I see hands are clapping. So that's great. It will be physically different, but yeah, we thank for this virtual making it possible. Yeah. Yeah.